So now we are starting with the chapter number 7 directly. Okay, depreciation. But depreciation means what? Depreciation is a reduction in the value of the asset due to wear and tear, due to obsolescence, and due to the passage of time. To take the example of the mobile, अगर आपने एक मोबाइल हैंडसेट ले लिया, you are purchasing mobile handset for 15,000. You are using the mobile for 1 year. After 1 year, you want to sell out your mobile. Can you get back 15,000? You are not getting back 15,000. You are getting only 5,000, 7,000 something. Okay, and you are selling for the new for in exchange like this. Or you take the example of your bike. You're purchasing the scooter, scooty, or any bike, and you are using that for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years time. You're purchasing for say 50,000, and after 5 years, after using that bike, you want to sell it for say you want to sell it. Can you get back 50,000? No, you are not getting back. Okay, because the value of the asset is getting reduced due to the wear and tear. Okay, and that is only called as the depreciation. This chapter is very important and very interesting also, and everybody must understand the conceptual things, proper theoretical things, and the problems from this chapter. Okay, now I'll be taking you to the screen. मैं आपका textbook open करने जा रहा हूँ, and the theory part I'm going to explain from your textbook only. Yes, so this is chapter number 7, depreciation. The contents which we are going to learn is the meaning and definition and importance of depreciation, factors of depreciation, methods of depreciation. Actually, there are 10 methods of depreciation, but you are having only 2 methods of depreciation. One is called as a straight line method, and other is called as a reducing balance method or written down value method. Okay. याच्या मेथड्स आहेत ना, स्ट्रेट लाईन मेथडला काय म्हणतात, स्ट्रेट लाईन मेथड किंवा फिक्स्ड इन्स्टॉलमेंट मेथड किंवा ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट मेथड असं म्हणतात, बरोबर. आणि रिटर्न डाऊन व्हॅल्यू मेथड ला अजून काय काय म्हणतात, रिटर्न डाऊन व्हॅल्यू मेथड, रिड्युसिंग बॅलन्स मेथड किंवा डिमिनिशिंग बॅलन्स मेथड असं म्हणतात. Then difference between the fixed installment method and written down value method, accounting treatment for depreciation. So these are the things which we are going to learn. In a daily life, we use many assets which could be tangible or intangible. Such assets have their own life, like a building, furniture, machinery, etc. प्रत्येकाला एक लाईफ असतं बघा. एव्हरी ॲसेट इज हॅव्हिंग द लाईफ. तुम्ही बघा बिल्डिंगचं एक्झाम्पल घ्या. द बिल्डिंग इज हॅव्हिंग, तुम्ही म्हणाल सर बिल्डिंगला काय, बिल्डिंगला तर खूपच लाईफ असतं. But you know that the buildings are having the life of 50 to 60 years. After that, it is necessary to make certain renovations or reconstructions. Machinery, then car, having the life of 5 years, 10 years. Furniture having the life of 10 years. But normally, these are estimated things. Okay. Such assets have their own life, that is building, furniture, machinery, etc. It is necessary to spread the cost over a number of years during the useful life of the asset. The process of spreading the cost of fixed asset is termed as a depreciation. Very important. And now I am requesting you to put the highlight for this. मतलब ये जो हम थियरी जो है ना, इसको आपको हाईलाइट करना है इस तरह से कि काय दिलं, what do you mean by this? This process of spreading the cost of fixed asset is termed as a depreciation. In simple words, the machinery purchased for 5 lakh rupees and the life of the machinery is estimated 10 years. Then 5 lakh rupees is divided by 10, that is 50,000 per annum. Okay. So in this way, the process of spreading the cost of fixed asset is termed as a depreciation. Now, meaning and definition of depreciation. The word depreciation is derived from Latin word depretium. Okay, so it is given to you. You must be able to remember this. इसलिए इसको भी highlight करो. Depretium, which means a reduction. Every business concern acquires some fixed assets, okay, which are used in the business for its trading activity. These assets are purchased for business with an intention of a permanent use and not for resale. Very, very important statement. Upon fixed asset ka घेतो? Why we are purchasing the fixed asset? What is our intention? For permanent use and not for resale. And that's why assets are not goods. तुम्हाला आठवत असेल मी तुम्हाला नेहमी सांगायचो, purchase goods, purchases account, but purchase machinery, machinery account. Sold goods, sales account, but sold furniture, furniture account. Okay, because these fixed assets we are purchasing not for reselling, but for permanent use and productive use. On the contrary, goods we are purchasing for reselling purpose. Okay, the value of these assets decrease every year. So reduction in the value of the fixed asset due to its wear and tear or actual use is called as a depreciation. Depreciation defined as a shrinkage in the value of an asset due to wear and tear, passage of time or obsolescence. This is a real definition, by the way. ही खरोखर definition आहे की जी तुम्ही लक्षात घेतली पाहिजे. बरोबर. Depreciation is defined as a shrinkage in the value of an asset due to wear and tear. पर हम लोग इस्तेमाल करते हैं, यूज करते हैं, उसकी वजह से उसका वैल्यू कम होने ही वाला है. और विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, भले आप इस्तेमाल करो ना करो, लेकिन आपने एसेट परचेज किया, घर में रखा. टेक द एग्जांपल दैट यू आर परचेसिंग द बाइक and you are keeping the same in your garage में ठेवून दिली. You are not using that bike. It is kept in the garage only, or it is kept in the parking only. No use of that bike. Still, the value of that bike is going to reduce because of a passage of time. And obsolescence means what? Obsolescence means it is becoming outdated, out of fashion. Where it is becoming out of fashion, it is having the depreciation. The value is reduced, getting reduced 100% value. Take the example that presently nobody is using button wala phone. आत्ताच्या काळात कोणी वापरतं का बटन वाला फोन? Everybody is using the phone with the touch screen. Okay, touch screen चा फोन वापरतो आपण. Okay, so that's why the companies like Nokiaनी बटनचा फोन वापरला गेला होता, त्यांनी पुढे इंट्रोड्यूस नाही केला. So that company is now out of competition. Now, unless depreciation is charged to the revenues and the true income of the business cannot be ascertained properly, and we cannot make provision for the replacement. Purchase of an asset is capital expenditure and not a recurring expenditure. Very, very important. Okay, some students are making mistakes here. I am telling you the difference between the capital expenditure and the recurring or revenue expenditure. Listen to me very, very carefully. See, purchasing the car is the capital expenditure. आपने कार परचेस किया, कार परचेस करते वक्त उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन आपने भर दिया, आरटीओ रजिस्ट्रेशन, नंबर प्लेट लेने के लिए. So that is your one time or capital expenditure. लेकिन बाद में कार के लिए कुछ रिपेयर्स चाहिए, सर्विसिंग चाहिए, रिपेयर्स चाहिए, फ्यूल भरना है कार में, पेट्रोल डीजल भरना है. That is your revenue expenditure, recurring expenditure. Okay, or you take the example of machinery. When machinery is purchased, entry machinery account, debit to cash. But repairs paid for machinery, entry will be repairs account, debit to cash. Now why? Because repairs is a regular expenditure, a day-to-day expenditure है वो हमारा. That's why it is called as a revenue expenditure. Now purchasing of an asset is a capital expenditure. Okay, but depreciation is a revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure मतलब वो क्या है? Because every year we are charging, we are writing off or charging the depreciation. काय बरं हे राईट ऑफ करणं म्हणजे काय आहे? एखादा कॅपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर राईट ऑफ करायचा म्हणजे त्याला रेव्हेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं है ना. ओके, यू सी परचेज ऑफ मशिनरी, मशिनरी इज अवर असेट, but paid for repairs for machinery. repairs are our expenses. Okay, then depreciation charge on machinery, depreciation is our actually our loss, वो हमारा loss है, it is a revenue expenditure. Okay, तो मतलब हम लोग क्या करते हैं, मशीनरी से उतना वैल्यू कम करते हैं और रेवेन्यू करके रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, we are recording as a revenue. But I'm telling you here one thing, that depreciation is a non-cash item. म्हणजे काय, you take the example of repairs. repairs चं पेमेंट केलं तर एंट्री काय होते, repairs account debit to cash. पण depreciation चार्ज केल्यावर एंट्री काय होते माहिती का, depreciation account debit to machinery account or depreciation account debit to asset account, है ना. It is made whenever you are charging depreciation, you are not paying to anybody. तुम्ही कोणाला पैसे देत नाही, तो तुमचा लॉस झालेला असतो. इट इज युअर लॉस अँड नॉट एक्सपेंडिचर. the term expenses and losses, expenses you are paying the cash, losses you are not paying cash. Okay, but it's a loss. That is the difference. Now here definitions are given by R.N. Carter. Depreciation is the gradual decrease in the value of an asset from any cause, for any reason. But I can tell you that there are main three reasons. One is called as the wear and tear, other is called as the passage of time, also called as the effluxion of time. And number three is the obsolescence, becoming outdated. Then number two, depreciation may be defined as a gradual deterioration in the value due to use. This is given by R.G. Williams. Deterioration means what? It is gradually, decreasing. Deterioration is decrease only. खराब होत जाते, कमी कमी होत जाते त्याची productivity. Depreciation may be number three. Depreciation may be defined as a permanent and continuing diminution in the quality, quantity, or the value of an asset. Number four, a measure of wearing. Okay, the measure of wearing out, consumption, or other loss of the value of the depreciable asset arising from the use, the reflection of time, or obsolescence. Okay, through technology and market changes. Obsolescences are through technology and market changes. To take the example now that old assets are of no use, old computers, old mobiles, उनका कुछ काम नहीं है अभी, because they are not acquainted with the current technology. Okay, and this definition is given by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. तो इसलिए मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है आपको ये अच्छी तरह से आपको थोड़ा सा ये हाईलाइट करो. Okay, those students who are going to become chartered accountant, for them this is very very useful. Okay, ICAI, that is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Number 5, depreciation is the allocation of depreciable amount of an asset over its estimated useful life. जैसे मैंने बोला था 5 लाख का मशीनरी है, 10 साल का उसका लाइफ है, तो every year 50,000 we are allocating. Depreciation for accounting period is charged, okay, to the income either directly or indirectly. So it is to be debited to profit and loss account. हे तुम्हाला नंतर येईल. ओके, कारण आपण लॉस म्हणून दाखवतो. whenever we are showing anything as a loss, that means we are going to reduce our profit. हम लोग हमारा प्रॉफिट कम करते हैं. Then continuous, gradual and permanent reduction in the value of the asset is called as a depreciation. Okay, आता हे causes of depreciation त्यांनी दिलेत तुम्हाला. बघा, normal and natural wear and tear, passage of time, then obsolescence, depletion म्हणजे काय? Depletion मतलब exhaustion, completely exhausted. By the way, the depletion term is applicable for the assets vesting asset. Vesting म्हणजे त्याचं स्पेलिंग आहे WASTING. and vesting assets example काय माहिती का? coal mine, gold mine, oil wells. जब तक वहां पे कोयला है आप निकाल सकते हो, जब तक सोना है निकाल सकते हो, जब तक उसमें ऑयल है ऑयल वेल से ऑयल निकाल सकते हो. एक बार खत्म हो गया फिर खत्म हो गया. That is called as the depletion. Natural calamities like a corona. Okay, corona एक तो natural calamity हो गया. or you can take the example of tsunami, okay, earthquake and all that. Then invention, the technological change and down market value. So all these factors are affecting on that particular thing, that is a asset, and that is becoming a depreciation. Now it is given to you normal wear and tear. This I need not to explain to you. You can read. Okay, ते काय फारसे इम्पॉर्टंट नाही आहे. पण मी तुम्हाला नीड अँड इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन आहे हे मात्र जरा सांगणार आहे. ओके, आता आपण वन बाय वन बघूयात. Depreciation is charged to profit and loss account as it is an element of a cost or a factor of cost. It is also essential to arrive at a true value of the asset and also net profit or loss during particular accounting period. Even if an asset is not in use, its value is reduced due to the passage of time. Depreciation is a cost, public loss to the business. It is a non-cash expenditure. It is a nominal account. अभी मैंने बोला था, it is a non-cash expenditure, rather a loss, and that's why it is a nominal account. Please, आप इस तरह से इसको highlight कर सकते हो. If depreciation is not provided and deducted from the value of the asset will be overvalued, and we cannot find out the true and fair financial position of the business. म्हणजे तुम्ही एकदा एसेट परचेस केली, 5 लाख का आपने मशीनरी परचेस किया और 10 साल आप बोल रहे हो कि उसके ऊपर कोई डेप्रिसिएशन नहीं चार्ज किया. आप बोल रहे हो मेरे पास 5 लाख का मशीनरी है. अरे 10 साल से तो वही बोल रहे हो. गेली 10 वर्ष तुम्ही तेच सांगताय माझ्याकडे 5 लाखाची मशीनरी आहे. अरे पण ती 10 वर्षापूर्वी 5 लाखाची होती. 10 साल पहले वो 5 लाख का था. अभी क्या है? अभी उसका वैल्यू मार्केट में स्क्रैप वैल्यू बन गया, भंगार का हो गया वैल्यू. ओके, so it must be charged. Otherwise what will happen, the asset will be overvalued and that may not show the true and fair financial position of the business. मतलब आपका एसेट ओवर वैल्यू हो जाएगा और मतलब जो आपका फाइनेंशियल पिक्चर क्लियर होना चाहिए, अच्छा होना चाहिए, वो प्रॉपर तरीके से नहीं आने वाला. Number 3, depreciation is necessary to make provision for replacement of the old asset. If provision for depreciation is not made, the business may not have sufficient funds to replace them. Very, very important. Okay. Sir, आपण एक example घेऊ. Machinery purchase for 5 lakhs. The life of the machinery is 10 years. Every year you are planning to keep aside 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Now charging the depreciation, okay, and recording the same to profit and loss account debit side, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि आपने प्रॉफिट में से उतना पैसा हर साल बाजू में रखा है. अभी आप बोलोगे सर आपने अभी भी बोला था इट इज नॉन कैश एक्सपेंडिचर. Yes, true. But see, you know that after 10 years, this machinery is going to become a scrap. After 10 years, I must buy new one. मेरे पास नया एसेट होना चाहिए, तो उसके लिए इंतजाम तो करना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे आपको किसी को पेमेंट करना नहीं है, लेकिन पैसा बाजू में बचा के रखना है. यू मस्ट मेक द प्रोविजन, यू मस्ट मेक द सेविंग. 10 साल का सेविंग करो, प्रोविजन करो. So after 10 years, you can buy the new asset, new machinery easily because you'll be having the money. Okay. मतलब होगा क्या, देखो एक बाजू फॉर एग्जांपल मतलब ये मशीनरी है और ये आपका प्रोविजन है. मशीनरी का वैल्यू कम कम होते जाएगा, प्रोविजन बढ़ते बढ़ते जाएगा. मशीनरी विल बिकम जीरो and provision now is becoming equal to the value of the asset or more than that. Now you can easily buy new asset. So that is the very, very basic purpose of charging depreciation, to create the provision, okay, for the replacement of the old asset with the new one when the old asset is expired. आपका पुराना वाला asset खत्म हो गया. स्क्रैप हो गया, अभी आपको नया एसेट चाहिए ना. इफ यू वांट अ न्यू एसेट देन दिस प्रोविजन इज रियली हेल्पफुल. अगर पैसा नहीं है ओके तो कुछ नहीं है. जैसे मैंने पीछे बोला था ओके, नो मनी नो हनी. पैसा नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं है, तो पैसे का तो आपको जुगाड़ करना ही पड़ेगा. यू मस्ट मेक द प्रोविजन ऑफ द मनी because you want to buy new asset. Number 4, it enables business to compute and pay correct amount of tax to the government. Yes, with the help of that you can show actually as a expenditure. मतलब ये आपका नॉन कैश एक्सपेंडिचर आप प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में दिखाते हो, आपका प्रॉफिट कम होता है. And as your profit is reduced, you can actually pay that income tax accordingly. गवर्नमेंट इज ऑल्सो अलाउिंग दिस. गवर्नमेंट बोलता है ठीक है आपकी बात सही है, उतना वो प्रॉफिट आपका कम करो और बाकी बचे हुए प्रॉफिट के ऊपर आपको इनकम टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा. You know that income tax is paid on the income and the depreciation is reducing your income. Okay, वो तो रिड्यूस करना ही चाहिए because you are making the provision for purchasing new asset. Number 5, depreciation must be calculated and equivalent funds should be provided for every year so that at the end of its life the asset may be easily replaced. ये point वापस आ गया, मतलब उसका मीनिंग तो सेम ही है. जो you must make the provision in such a way that at the end of the life of the old asset you can buy the new one. Okay, now factors to be considered while charging the depreciation. While deciding the amount of depreciation okay to be charged every year, following basic factors should be taken into consideration. Factors of depreciation: cost of asset, yes, very important. Estimated economic life of the asset, say 5 years, 10 years, like this. And estimated terminal value, also called as scrap value or residual value. हे मी सगळं एक्सप्लेन करणार आहे. आता पहिलं कॉस्ट ऑफ एसेट बघा काय. The cost of asset is an important factor while computation of depreciation. Historical cost of the asset represents the money spent in connection with the acquisition, installation, or improvement thereof. In short, original cost of the asset is equal to purchasing price of the asset plus installation or incidental charges like a cost of transportation, transit insurance, custom duty, unloading charges, brokerage, wages for fixation or installation, amount spent for repairs on second hand repairs, लेकिन कौन सा second hand asset or reconditioning etc. Okay, by the way these expenses are debited to asset account. For example, purchase machinery आपने purchase किया rupees 4,50,000 and you paid 50,000 for installation of the machinery. So that is a one time expenditure. मतलब मशीनरी 4,50,000 का हो गया और 50,000 आपका क्या होने वाला है. 50,000 is becoming your installation expenditure. So what is the total value of the machinery is 5 lakhs. Or you take the example that you are purchasing the motor car of rupees 10 lakhs and you are paying for accessories, RTO registration charges and all that another 1 lakh. So what is the total value of the car is 10 plus 1, 11 lakhs. You take the example of land and buildings example here. Whenever you are purchasing the building or office for 50,000, 50 lakhs. Okay, और उसके ऊपर आपको स्टैम्प ड्यूटी भरना पड़ेगा, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन चार्जेस, लीगल चार्जेस सबको पे करना पड़ेगा. It is added in the value of the office or building. वहां पे आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा because this is a one time expenditure. Okay, revenue expenditure ऐड नहीं करना है. जैसे petrol in car not to be added, repairs on the new car not to be added. फिर ये क्या है repair, spent on repairs, this is on second hand goods, second hand asset. सेकंड हँड असेट असेल तर त्याला रिकंडिशन करायला आपल्याला रिपेअरचा खर्च मोठा करावा लागेल ना. इट इज नॉट कॉल्ड एज अ रिपेअर्स, इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ ओव्हरहॉलिंग. but a complete change. You take the old car, okay, make a proper work, detail work, painting and all that, painting, denting, engine work, then that is becoming your capital expenditure. It is to be added in the value of the car. So whenever we are calculating cost of an asset, what we must consider: purchase price plus all expenses which are paid to bring the asset in use. Okay. आपने कभी कभार ये देखा होगा वो जो चक्की होती है, चक्की मतलब फ्लोर मिल है ना. फ्लोर मिल कसं असतं माहिती का, एक बाजूला ते असं हे असतं बघा, जहाँ पे हम लोग अनाज डालते हैं, मतलब गेहूं, ज्वार, बाजरा डालते हैं, वो असं त्याचं एक तोंड असतं लाइक दिस. और एक मशीन होता है और बीच में बेल्ट होता है ना. इस सबको फिक्स करना पड़ता है. अगर फिक्स नहीं किया तो वो गिरणी वाला और वो मशीन दोनों भी जंप करते बैठेंगे, ते सगळे डान्स करतील ना. बरोबर. म्हणून इम्पॉर्टंट काय, त्याला फिक्स करावं लागेल. Now these fixation charges are only called as the charges, okay, which are required to be paid to bring the asset in the use, okay, regular use. म्हणून तुम्हाला त्याच्यामध्ये सगळं ऍड करावं लागेल. मग ऍड काय काय करायचं? Purchase price, add installation charges, wages for fixation of the asset, or any documentation charges, any transport charges for bringing the machinery to our area, okay, किंवा our factory. तुम्हाला आठवत असेल बघा, purchased a horse and paid carriage on horse. हम लोग एंट्री क्या पास करते हैं? लाइव स्टॉक अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश, और वो कैरेज भी वहां पे ऐड हो जाता है. कैरेज इज टू बी एडेड देयर बिकॉज transport cost on that particular horse is for one time when it is purchased, like that. Then useful or estimated life of the asset. The useful life of an asset is generally taken to be in terms of years or working life of the asset. Working life of the asset, expected utility to the business concern. In other words, it means the business should use the asset till the business gets useful services from the asset and earns profit from its use. याचं थोडक्यात मिनिंग काय माहिती का युजफुल लाईफचं, की तुम्ही जी ऍसेट परचेस केलेली आहे ही विना तक्रार तुमची चालू राहिली पाहिजे. Without any complaints, without any major repairs, your asset is working and giving you the benefits. तुम्हाला benefits continuously मिळतात. बरोबर. When the asset is actually creating the major repair problem, okay, or breakdown problems, then that asset is of no use. उसका life खत्म हो गया है. It is becoming a scrap now. It's a time to sell it out and bring new one. This is called as a useful life. देखो हर किसी का एक लाइफ होता है, मतलब एसेट के बारे में बोल रहा हूं मैं. ओके, यू टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ द मशीनरी, फर्नीचर, बिल्डिंग, कार्स. ओके, every asset is having the particular life. पण लाईफ म्हणजे काय? लाईफ म्हणजे असं की ज्याच्या दरम्यान त्याचे फुल इफिशियन्सीने त्यांनी काम केलं पाहिजे. इट मस्ट बी एबल टू वर्क विथ कंप्लीट इफिशियन्सी. नंबर 3, एस्टिमेटेड टर्मिनल और स्क्रैप और रेसिडुअल वैल्यू. अब देखो, अगर एसेट बाद में कुछ काम का नहीं है तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? सेल करेंगे उसको, स्क्रैप में सेल करेंगे. ओके, भंगार वाला वो आएगा, उसको लेके जाएगा, फिर हम लोग नया एसेट ले पाएंगे. So scrap value is the realizable net value of the asset at the end of its economic life. This value should be calculated after deducting the disposal and removal cost from the sale value of the asset. Disposal और removal cost मतलब वहां से निकालने का भी कोई कॉस्ट होगा ना. जैसे आपने एसेट फिक्स किया, उसको बाद में निकालना भी तो पड़ेगा, और फिर वो जो भी बायर है वो हमको कुछ पेमेंट करेगा. So actually we are calculating the net realizable value, which is called as the scrap value, or that residual value at the end of the life of the asset. So that is only called as the scrap value. Okay. Now methods of depreciation. There are methods of charging depreciation according to the nature of the asset, use of asset, and necessity. Following are various methods of charging depreciation. Fixed installment or straight line or original cost method. हे तुमच्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. याला काय काय म्हणतात ते बघा. फिक्स्ड इन्स्टॉलमेंट, straight line or original cost, one and same thing. Then diminishing balance or reducing balance or written down value method. Okay, you are having these two methods in your syllabus. Okay, now we are going to discuss very properly about the methods. Yeah, methods आपण properly पुढे discuss करणार आहोत. But you are having now this third method given to you, annuity method, depreciation fund method, also called as a sinking fund method, revaluation method, insurance policy method, machine hour rate. Okay, म्हणजे असे बरेच काही आहेत. आता जसं डिप्लेशन आहे. So all these actually are called as the methods of depreciation. These methods you will study, okay, in future. हे तुम्हाला नंतर अभ्यासाला आता नाहीये. Now thereafter we are note, out of the above methods only first two methods have been prescribed in the syllabus for your 11th commerce, and hence only these methods are explained below. चला आता ही मेथड आपण बघूया. Fixed installment or straight line or original cost method. Under this method, depreciation is charged at a specific percentage on the original cost of asset every year, so as to reduce the asset account to nil or to its scrap value at the end of the estimated life of the asset. So ascertain the annual charge under this method. All that is necessary is to divide original value of the asset minus its residual value, that is scrap value, okay, if any, by number of years of its estimated life. And so depreciation formula is depreciation per annum is equal to original cost of the asset minus scrap value divided by estimated life of the asset in number of years. Here original cost of asset matlab purchasing price of the asset plus incidental charges. That is the installation charges, erection charges, documentation charges, transport expenses for the asset like this. मी तुम्हाला अगदी सिंपल गोष्ट सांगतो. For example, you are having the machinery of 10 lakhs, 10 लाखाची machinery. And you decided that you will charge the depreciation 10% per annum. अब 10 lakh का 10% कितना होगा? 1 lakh. Okay. And what is the method you are going to use? Is the fixed installment or straight line or original cost method. म्हणजे पहिली method तुम्ही use करणार आहे. Now every year the depreciation is 1 lakh, 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 1 lakh for 10 years. Every year the amount of depreciation is the same, and that's why it is called as a fixed installment method. Okay. And as the amount of depreciation is same, if you are looking at the curve, अगर हमने depreciation का एक curve तैयार किया, okay, x axis के ऊपर years लिखा, y axis के ऊपर amount of depreciation लिखा, तो amount of depreciation तो y axis के ऊपर एक ही आएगा 1 lakh, और number of years are like this 2020, 21, 22, 20, like this, and it will be a straight line which is parallel to x axis. That's why this method is called as a straight line method. Or original cost method means what? Because you are calculating your percentage of depreciation always on original cost, always on 10 lakhs, always on original cost. बघा मी तुम्हाला तिन्ही शब्दाचा अर्थ सांगितला. फिक्स्ड इन्स्टॉलमेंट, why? Because the depreciation amount is fixed. Straight line, why? Because the depreciation curve is a straight line which is parallel to x-axis. And original cost, why? because you are charging the percentage only on the original value every time. मतलब 10 लाख का 10% आपने निकाला तो कौन से भी साल में निकालो, किधर भी जाके निकालो, चांद के ऊपर जाके निकालो, फिर भी उसका अमाउंट 1 लाख ही आने वाला है. कहाँ चेंज होने वाला है? नो चेंज. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट मेथड. ओके. आणि समजा पर्सेंटेज नाही आहे, इफ पर्सेंटेज ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन इज नॉट गिवन, then this is the formula for that. Depreciation per annum is equal to original cost minus scrap value divided by estimated life of the asset in number of years. ऐसे एक एग्जांपल दिले बघा. मशीन कॉस्टिंग रुपीज 15,000 purchase, installation charges 3,000 paid, estimated life is 10 years, scrap value is 2,000 at the end of its life. Amount of depreciation would be, देखो 15,000 is original value plus 3,000 installation charges 18,000 हो गया, minus 2,000 that is per scrap value divided by estimated life 10 years. यहाँ पे 10 years चाहिए. Now 16,000 upon 10, what is the depreciation per annum is the 1,600. So depreciation is also charged when the rate of depreciation is given. It is calculated by using the following formula. Formula की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, मतलब cost of asset into rate of depreciation into 100 divided by 100. Sorry, it is a percentage वाला formula. वो क्या है? So in this way, this is the first method. Okay. आता भी just wait. So actually, this is the first method which I explained to you now. Okay.